everybody, it's Carrie at the Racine Heritage Museum, and today I'm going to be doing some trivia with you. So you can just watch and test yourself, or if you want to get friends and family together and maybe make teams and see who knows the most Racine trivia. So we're going to start with round one. Each question will be worth 10 points, and then the questions will get more difficult as we go. So our first category is manufacturing. And our first question is, the Mitchell-Lewis Wagon Company recruited engineer John Bate to design a Mitchell car. In what year was the first Mitchell car introduced? The answer is 1903. The first Mitchell car was introduced in 1903. Our next question is about J.I. Case. In 1844, Jerome Increase Case moved to Racine because local businessmen in what community would not let him use water power from the nearby river? What was the community that he tried to open in? Next question, also worth 10 points. What was the name of the Racine businessman who partially financed the Racine Bells? Who came to Racine in 1886 to work as a salesman for the Racine Hardware Company after his book and stationery store in Kenosha failed? Going to move on to people. So our first question about people, worth 10 points. On which continent would you find a mountain range named after William Horlick? The answer is Antarctica. The Horlick Mountains were named by Admiral Richard E. Byrd on his 1933 to 1935 expedition to the South Pole. William Horlick was a major supporter of Byrd. All right, here's a question that if you've been watching our videos, you'll know the answer to. Which Racine woman was the first female minister ordained in America? What was the purpose of Mary Todd Lincoln's visit to Racine in 1867? The answer is she was visiting the Racine College with her son Taddy. The Racine College is the building now known as the DeKoven Center. And also, contrary to some misconceptions in this city, President Abraham Lincoln did not come with her. He had been assassinated shortly before her visit, so she was still in mourning when she came here with her son Taddy. The question is, when Amelia Earhart flew across the Atlantic, what Racine product did she take along? The answer, of course, is Horlick's malted milk tablet. In what years did the Racine Bells win the championship pennant? Another question, in what year did the Lighthouse Run begin? In 1989, the Racine Raiders won the International Minor League Football Championship in what city? What was the mascot for the Racine College? This is a difficult one. Okay, round two, manufacturing questions. These questions are worth 20 points each. Our first manufacturing question. In 1873, Racinian George Slauson partnered with a minister and physician to develop a steam wagon, which was the first horseless carriage to travel Racine roads. This man is known as the father of the automobile. What is his name? All right, next manufacturing question. Who came to Racine from Austria in 1911 and patented the first gas-powered lawnmower, a shoe buffer, and 54 other innovations? That would be Albert J. Dremel. What are the 3 primary ingredients in Horlick's malted milk? And our last manufacturing question. This building on the corner of 13th and Clark Street was one of the first factory buildings for what? And the answer is S.C. Johnson in 1891. Okay, moving on to people for double points. Where did astronaut Dr. Laurel B. Salton Clark work in high school? That answer is McDonald's on Douglas Avenue. Our next question for double points. What was the name of the Racine boy who enlisted in the Army at the age of 12 and who was the youngest enlisted soldier in the Union Army in 1862? Okay, next people question. What was the name of the Racinian who survived the sinking of the Titanic? One more people question. Again, if you've been watching our videos, you'll know the answer to this one. Who was the pioneer ornithologist who advocated for the preservation of Indian burial mounds in Mound Cemetery? Racine County's first automobile race, which started in downtown Racine and ended in Sturtevant, was between Robert Hindley and A.J. Horlick. Who won the race? In the 1940s, the Racine Blues was a semi-professional team of African American men who never had a losing season. What sport did they play? The answer, baseball. Again, if you've been watching our videos, you'll know the answer to this. In 1946, Pete Reiser of the Brooklyn Dodgers held his league's record for stolen bases for that year, which was 34. How many did the Racine Bells player Sophie Curry steal in the same year? What was the nickname that former coach Eddie Jordan gave to Caron Butler? We hope that you have enjoyed playing trivia with us today. Please tune in next week when we hear from Chris and Allison about artifacts that came from the Walden School. Hope you're staying safe and take care. We look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.